All right, there she stands. This is my new winter project. The car's clearly been in a wreck. I picked it up at Copart, ended up winning an auction. Dig into it. Hopefully we have no engine damage. I don't have any leaking oil or anything, which is a good sign. Just hoping that it didn't push too far and hit that motor, cause any issues with the crank or anything. But about to unload it. Oh, well. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start on fixing some of this wiring along here so that I can hook a battery up and see how it behaves with power. Obviously, I'm not going to try to start it yet until I fix some of the engine issues, such as the water pump, etc. But I'm going to apply power so I can try to raise it up. It is on air ride, and then I can take the rest of these fenders off because I got to take the side skirts off. It's just so low right now; it's hard to get under. But yeah, that's what I'm going to work on this morning. I'm going to be crimping on some new butt connectors here, and they're ground wires. That's what's great about the fact that you can only cut the grounds. If it comes in contact with any metal, it's not a big deal. But I do have shrink wrap for it as well, and it should be pretty solid. I'm gonna go ahead and strip back some of this wiring here so I get a good section to crimp to. That's beautiful. And this additional wire here is for the air ride system, so I'll be able to get that all taken care of as well. And this is, I believe, what happens whenever you get in a car wreck that's pretty severe up in most necks of the woods, so that they can kill all the power to the car for safety purposes. So, yeah. All right, all three of those are solid. Now I gotta do this side. I'm just taking a small little slit here so we can kind of work this loom out and then try to get in here and repair some of the bad sections. Alright, I went ahead and cut it back a little further because there was some punctures on this side. But overall looking pretty good. There's a couple pinch points, but it doesn't look like it's severe enough to like warrant anything. On this side, however, I got a couple exposed wires, so what I'm going to do is cut these out and put in a butt connector and seal them. Alright, my approach on this, I couldn't find the solder connectors, so what I'm going to do is just simply cut these, attach them, crimp them, heat shrink them, rinse and repeat. Alright, we've got our 3 connectors done. We're just going to hit them with a little bit of this heat. Shrink the tubing up on there, create that nice little seal. It has that glue in there, keeps any and all water out of the connection. Alright, I've kind of chased down all the little cuts and stuff I could find. And a lot of these connectors are for headlights and stuff, so I'll just separate them out so they don't ever touch. But we're at the point where we could probably put a battery in this puppy and give her a go. See what the air ride system works. Alright, I found it. Looks like this guy plugs into here. I hope the pins are the right way. Guess we shall see. kind of a wonky plug. It doesn't seem right at all. Let me see. Maybe, oh yeah. So apparently it broke the plug off of this during the wreck. I might have to glue that puppy on there and see if I can. I think that's the way it goes. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it definitely goes that way. Well, the good news is if I can get these pins lined up, they should all just work. All right, here we go. Let's give her a go. Let's see what she's got. All right. I was able to get it aired up, and not much clearance, but enough to get a jack under there. Now I'll be able to take off these side skirts, put it up on some sort of jack stands, and get to these side skirts, rip off those front fenders, and kind of start dealing with some of this, you know, whatever we got to cut to make work. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to attempt to take the intake manifold off and get it ready for its new manifold. Attempting to kind of get this manifold out, but there's a lot of debris in here I don't want falling down into the intake runners, so vacuum time. Back of this manifold is a couple connectors. They're really kind of hard to get to. You got what I basically did was just kind of tilt it and was able to get to it from below. I had to use a flashlight to also see it. But yeah, got that out, and nothing back here looks pinched or anything because there's a vacuum line right there as well. It was kind of tight against the firewall. It did break the transmission mount, kind of tilted the motor back. I since then have jacked it up with a jack, get it off that firewall, and then ordered a new thing. And I just want to make sure there's no plastic debris down in here, since that intake manifold shattered. I'll just hit it with a little vacuum, but... Alright folks, that's all we got to on day one. We will be getting new parts in and looking at starting to put pieces back on this motor to get it ready to start up. If you like what you see, like and subscribe.